team till I get home. Trust me, homie, I'm feeling basic. I might do a demonstration off GP. I ain't sitting on there like fingers. I ain't sitting head and break. Please, see you in the head. So let me speak.
Position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tigers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
There he goes. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, Game one. Make that first impression.
They'll go to the toss. Runs through the tackle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Oh, he's got a chance. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
And the Tigers have this offense rolling. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell if he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Nowasi. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here we go. Back to throw, it's West. Got it behind the line. It's Nowasi. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, we mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back. Let's see what happens next.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with that.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper runs through a tackle.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about this speed by the QB on that play?
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and fire complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's West. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
22 water.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Vasquez. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. out of the gun. The inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Makes the catch. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown LSU. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quickly complete. Great move. Now he's got room. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right slot.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. offense. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's West. Got a man, it's Clay. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's good. Got room at the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking for space. It's Nowaski. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal pushing their way inches into the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Foster. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woodhead. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Using his feet. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Woodhead. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
So much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's West. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's good. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Selvia. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looking for the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run. It's good. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's West. Caught. Close to the marker. It's good. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Let's go. On the ground. It's good. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's West. He's got it on run. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. He might want another play. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk onto the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th down, so that's a kick in the gut, and all of a sudden, right away on 1st down, they're running it at you again. You're not being respected right now on defense, and until someone stops the running game, you're not going to get it.
After the run, now to throw. Using the quick game. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Takes a handoff. It's Graves. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Quarterback will keep it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
To the air. It's West. Under fire. Dances away to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fouls through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Vasquez. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll field the punt and look for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Makes the catch. It's Foster. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught in the backfield. It's good. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking to pass. It's West. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Clay. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
Base 27 jump, 221 wing, 221 wing.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the link. There he goes. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The Buckeyes will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
This offense did what they needed to do. They knew it was going to be tough, having to deal with the noise here on the road. Job well done.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.